Hunt
That
was
counts for a lot
amazing.
of things.
Yeah, honestly, dude,
especially
that smoothed it out a
today's-
lot for me. It was just visually how
With
good it
today's younger audience, that's important.
was. Yeah.
It has to
Well,
look
we're
neat.
younger, so I
It
think
has
it's
to
important
look
to us.
neat. I have a mixed opinion on
I'm only
that.
16.
With people,
Still going through puberty.
Yeah.
with people at we talk like that the whole time. My balls haven't dropped yet.
I liked Luke Skywalker.
Piss on anything that came out before 2017. What the fuck happened?
Sprinkles are the best.
And entertainment-wise, this is my second favorite Star Wars behind Revenge of the Sith because that movie is amazing.
It is.
And it is the perfect Star Wars movie for me. But just in terms of certain things that should have or should not have happened, there were some things that shouldn't have happened at all, but other things that were so fucking amazing it made up for it.
My best thing for Last Jedi has something to do with Luke Skywalker.
There's
It
spoilers.
is-
We can spoil things.
Oh, okay. Yoda.
Where were you at the beginning of the podcast? Were you daydreaming?
I was just thinking about what I
I
was
literally
going to
said
say.
we're going to have spoilers like 5 times in this podcast. Were you daydreaming about Luke drinking the blue
was.
milk out of the sea creature?
I was squeezing the
He was
teat.
squeezing the teat
The teat the whole
all
time.
over his face.
And he drank the... He should have...
Anyways.
Fuck the bottle. He should just put his fucking mouth on the
He
teat
should
and
have put
just...
his mouth on.
He
Just
should
started
have done
licking
that
it.
the whole fucking
Yep,
time.
yep.
5
Just-
minutes of that and Ray
And
just
just
vomits.
slowly look up at Ray
She
while
just
he's like
vomits.
licking the tit. Just
Ray should
Yeah,
go
just
down
make
there
a
and lick the tit
sound.
right next to him. That'd be fucking disgusting.
Okay, but Yoda.
That's a porn.
Yoda's good. Yoda was kind of cool. He looked a little
That was
weird
the
at
best.
first.
That was the best thing.
But, yeah,
that was
he
the
was
best
good.
thing in the entire movie. Was when he showed up. I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing."
At first, Jake, you mentioned
That saved it for me.
off
when
the
I saw him.
podcast that he looked animatronic, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because then he started looking like a puppet after that. I'm like, okay, that was kind of weird.
They got really
So, I don't know
damn
what they were
close.
doing.
They got really damn close to what he looked like in
Empire.
Empire. And
Yeah,
I think that
I
was
appreciate
the point
that.
because that's the version Luke was with.
Yeah.
So that I respect that.
That's a good fucking point. Is that
Yep.
how people appear as Force ghosts?
How you remember them?
Yeah.
Probably.
They're like, if he saw Obi-Wan, it'd be old Obi-Wan. Wouldn't be
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan.
Although he
Okay,
saw
but that
Hayden
doesn't make
Christensen
sense, yeah.
as a ghost.
Yeah, he's-
and he
yeah.
never saw him.
No. Yeah, okay. No. Yep.
So that was a little strange.
Theory broken.
All right. Busted.
Continue.
Mythbusters.
Yoda was cool.
I loved the fight with Rey and Kylo Ren in the
Yes.
throne room. Not fighting each other, fighting
Yep.
Snoke's
Yep.
royal guard.
That was the best part, I thought.
Real quick, also about Yoda though. I love how strong Yoda is, even after death.
He just
that-
blows up a
Yeah,
fucking
he's blowing
tree.
he
with
can
a
make
bolt.
lightning strike the earth.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, the
I like
fight
how
with,
for a second he says he's teasing the end of the Jedi, but then it goes, "It's time for you to believe again." Something
Yeah.
like along those
Yeah.
lines.
I love how
he faked
Yoda-
him out.
Yoda
It's like you
comes
can't
up.
have no Jedi in the Star Wars movies. Are you
Instead,
kidding
if you have
me?
Sith, there's going to be no balance at all.
He comes up to Luke and he just like smacks him on the face
I love
with
that.
the,
Yes!
with the
Yes,
stick,
that
and
was
he's
so
like,
good. He hits him
"You're
in the
still
head."
not remembering who you are."
Yeah.
He's just like trying to beat into his head what he told him all
I
those
like
years
how he
ago.
calls him young Skywalker, even though he's
Yeah.
old, and it's like it's because everybody's young to Yoda.
Yeah, exactly.
But
That
for
was
just a
easily one of
second,
the
I
best
thought
parts.
we were going to see Hayden Christensen as
I
as
thought so,
Anakin.
too.
I was holding out hope, but I still think he'll be a 9. I
I
think
do too.
Yeah.
if you're gonna,
At some
because
point.
they said right, isn't 9 the end of this
Yep.
one?
The end
Yeah.
of the
Then he has to be
Skywalkers.
there. He has to be there then.
Yep.
This will not be the end of Mark Hamill as Skywalker either, because he did say to Kylo Ren, "I'll see you around, kid."
Right.
I
He'll be
think
back.
that Luke is going to haunt the shit out of Kylo Ren all of Episode 9.
Just piss him off because Kylo.
He goes,
will
"If you
do it,
strike
right?
me down with anger, I will always be with you."
Yeah,
So
and he
it's
tried
like-
to. Which is the point. He tried to.
Then he
he'll be with
promised him.
them.
He promised him, "I'll
Yeah.
see you around, kid,"
Yeah.
and then he died.
Okay, my biggest gripe.
Going to the gripe. Okay.
Snoke.
Akbar?
Snoke.
Yeah, Akbar's dead.
Snoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
That was disappointing.
Easily, that almost killed the movie when they pulled that stupid chump shit there.
Yep.
I was like, as soon as I saw him get sawed in half, I'm like, I literally wanted to stand up and go, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I literally wanted to say
I told
that.
Nate it's because they didn't want the episode 9 to be too much like episode 6. If Snoke was still alive in episode 9, everyone would have been like, oh, this is just Return of the Jedi. They're having a fight in front of the Emperor
But
again.
the whole throne scene, even like down to like what he was saying to them, felt exactly like 6.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so you don't want 9 to be like it, but now this movie is. He does the same exact thing where he shows Rey, just like the Emperor did with Luke, oh, look, all your friends are dying. Same exact thing he did it.
I think he listened to the complaints people were complaining about Force Awakens, saying it was too much like New Hope.
And then he was like, okay, fine, I'll make it really different.
and
then
he fucked that up completely.
But he made it different by including things from those movies, so it didn't really feel different.
Not even
just
that, but
felt
he
like a
changed
fucking
things
mess.
that, like, possibly could ruin
changed?
episode 9.
Yeah.
But here's
It's just like Snoke's dead.
It's
There's
not even
no
any of
good
that,
enemy
though.
anymore.
It's from Force Awakens. You were building Snoke to be this impossibly powerful guy, and then you do nothing with that.
He dies like a chump.
I was thinking, okay, Rey and Kylo Ren are going to team up to beat Snoke.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing.
That would have
Yes.
been
I'm
amazing.
pissed off that Snoke, the guy that put seeds of doubt into Rey, and also made her see the weakness in Kylo Ren, she puppeteered them speaking to each other,
Yeah.
completely apart from them.
Yeah.
He's a master of mind control, and he can't know whenever Kylo Ren's like, oh, strike your true enemy. Yeah, that's you, bitch.
Yeah, and you died pretty poorly.
I like how he died.
They justify it by saying, like, oh, well...
His overconfidence
Yes,
killed him.
and I don't
That's
agree
a
with
cop
that.
out
That's
for
real
Star Wars
stupid.
death.
Yeah, it is.
If
Oh,
you
the
want
two
to
overconfidence, they
get all
died.
lore with it, then that was the only way I could kill Snoke by surprise with the
If
saber.
Snoke would have even been paying attention to what the fuck
Was
Kylo
happening,
Ren
he
was
would have killed
thinking,
both of them, really.
he would have known that, oh, wait, this is a trick to me.
But he's so smart and so powerful, like you say, he can manipulate people from across the galaxy.
Yeah.
But you can't see a little lightsaber rattling right beside
What was
him.
the connection at the end of the movie? That last connection where Rey's on the Falcon and she closes the door.
He
on
died.
Kylo Ren. No, I meant on Kylo Ren. When Ren picks up the fake dice.
I think that was to show that they do still have a connection despite
But she
Snoke
shut the
being
door,
absent.
basically.
She shut him
Metaphorically
out,
and
so it's
literally.
like, oh, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I don't know.
Because throughout the whole movie, she's like, he can be redeemed. I'm like, oh no, they're talking about this way too early. They're going to fuck this up. I know it. And
I'm
they went
pissed
there,
that
they
Ren-
fucked everything up.
I'm pissed that Kylo can't be redeemed at this point.
I know,
Yeah,
that's
you
my
can't redeem
biggest...
him.
That literally is it. That's it.
He
has
has
to die
more.
now.
He has more of a chance of being redeemed than Darth Vader ever did, and Darth Vader got redeemed.
Yeah.
But now Kylo Ren, because
But-
there is no Snoke,
But
has
literally
to die.
think how
Yeah.
amazing that was at the time when Vader was redeemed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That
great.
probably felt amazing to see that.
Yeah.
And then we get cheated of that.
Yeah, we won't
our
get that
version
now.
of that. We get cheated of that because this guy's stupidity.
Because he wanted to be different.
He made
And now
choices to be
J.J.
different, not
Abrams
because they were good
has to go
choices.
pick up this mess.
Yeah.
Not to mention that Carrie Fisher died, that the script had to be rewritten already. It's
Jake, we talked about that. They're
I
writing
just-
her off in the opening credits.
They have to.
They're going to say that
There's
she
nothing they can
sacrificed her
do.
life to save
There'll be a time
the
jump.
rebellion.
The movie is going to start with
rebellion.
them at her funeral.
Yes.
And she's going to be like pushed on a boat in Naboo. That's it.
yep.
That's going to be the beginning of episode 9. And she should have died in this one doing something amazing.
Like the light speed thing.
Yes.
That was awesome.
then you switch Leia with Holdo,
Yep.
then you still
Yep.
have Holdo
well, that's
for
what they should
9.
have done.
Because she
That's what
was
they
a
should have
great
did.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holdo
Holdo
was
was
one of the
fine.
best characters in the movie, and you
Yeah.
kill her.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
It was
I
a bad
would-
decision.
I would have
again.
No, I
been-
get it. They probably filmed that scene before she died. Carrie Fisher died. That was already filmed.
But they didn't have to show her from the front. They could have used like CGI from the back.
Honestly,
'cause
I would have been
they
okay
were
if she was CGI. You would have given her character.
I
an
don't think
amazing
Ryan
send-off.
Johnson touched any scene with Carrie Fisher though after she died.
Nope,
That's
I don't
the
think
thing.
so either.
He was like, I can't screw with this because I don't want to get backlash from somebody.
You're gonna get backlash when episode 9 starts with her dying like nothing.
screen.
Yeah,
Well,
like
yeah.
nothing happened.
There's no emotional impact there.
I'd
You don't see
say
it.
they're kind of trapped. What else can they do?
I
Well, that's our
would've-
point. They
that's-
I
have
would have
to.
been
Yeah, they-
fucking ecstatic if Emperor Leia or whatever her name is. What is her?
General.
General
Grand Admiral,
General Organa.
General.
I would have
Admiral
been
Thrawn.
General
okay. I would have been
Princess
so
Emperor
much
Organa.
happier if Princess Leia was the one to suicide bomb
Right.
the Leviathan.
And that would have made sense.
Or whatever it is.
Because she had seen so much death and she didn't want to see anymore.
It made
There was that
sense.
scene. That was that
The
line.
entire time she's talking about, like, I've seen too many people lost. I
Yes.
thought she was going to do it.
Yes.
Whenever she was talking to her, and she's just like, I don't want to see me lose anyone else. That's when you switch places with her.
You let Holdo live so that Leia can sacrifice herself, being a martyr, and bring the rebellion together, and then that would lead it up to the rebellion actually showing the fuck up on Salt Planet.
Yeah.
Because they didn't show up. They got the signal and just said, peace, we don't care. That was stupid.
It would have been better if it was like something like, instead of Leia being like, use my personal code, send out the code, Leia has sacrificed herself for the Resistance.
Yeah.
That gets everyone to fucking come. It's just... But I will also say, one of the best parts of that movie is what happens when you ram something at light speed.
Yup.
Oh, that was
amazing.
That
awesome
is the
seeing that.
most beautiful movie moment of the year for me.
Yeah, that was great.
Mine was Luke and Leia's reunion, fake reunion, if you want to call it.
Yeah,
because
that
he's
was
not
really
really
good.
there. That was good.
That was
I liked it.
tear-jerking.
Yeah, that was a little tear jerky when I saw that.
Especially because she thought that was him. She
Yeah.
didn't realize that was a projection. She thought
Yeah.
that was literally him. Then.
I liked it better whenever Leia's projection came up on R2-D2.
Oh,
and he
that
said, "Oh, that's
that-
a cheap trick."
I love that.
Yeah, that was cool.
That
Let
was
me
the
just
best.
say this: Mark Hamill's awesome in this
Yeah,
movie.
he is.
Every
Yeah.
scene he's in, he steals.
Even though he hated the character.
Yeah,
He said, "I don't
like-
agree with anything this guy's doing."
I think at the end of this, though, he does. Like, I think he liked Luke more now.
His biggest thing, though,
Because that's the Luke that should have been the whole time.
the biggest problem Mark Hamill had with Ryan Johnson's his whatever he did with Luke was he didn't think that Luke would strike down Kylo Ren.
I agree.
That was the biggest
That was
problem
I don't-
because he
I don't-
said
I
Luke
don't
would
think he
never
would
do
either.
that. Luke would never do that.
Nope.
And he
would say, "I
they
can't train you
honestly
anymore."
that's maybe how we got that scene, the fake Luke being there. That's probably it was a cop out.
Yeah.
Where Ryan Johnson's like, okay, I have to have you on the Salt Planet to end the movie. He goes, well, I don't feel Luke should actually be there, because I don't think he would actually kill his own nephew. So I said, okay, we'll make up this, and that's
The
how we
problem is
got
they
that.
showed his X-wing. Rey saw his X-wing
Yeah.
in the water,
ocean, yeah.
which foreshadowed him picking that up from the water and going to save them in
Dude.
it. That's what that foreshadowed. Never happened. And it's like, why? He would have, I thought.
I turned to Rachel in the movie whenever the Millennium Falcon starts fighting that entire group of TIE fighters on
Yeah.
the Salt Planet. I turned to Rachel and I was like, if Luke shows up in his X-Wing right now, I will lose my shit.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's great to see Luke as this, like, amazing Jedi and all that, but put him back into his
He
X-Wing.
was a great pilot.
Yeah.
They don't show
He was
that.
a great pilot before he was a Jedi.
Exactly.
Put him back in his X-Wing,
don't show
make him
that.
kill a couple people.
That's also, I think, where you're running into. This is not just the problem with The Last Jedi. This is also a problem with Force Awakens, and it probably will be a problem with 9. Is you're pissing all over these legacy characters
Yeah.
for these new characters.
Why not
of
just leave
yours.
him out then? Because they're trying to make Finn look so good. They're trying to make this new Rose character who I hated look
I
good.
liked her.
Really?
I liked Rose.
that entire story
Oh, I
needs
thought
cut
she was
out.
awful.
I
Not
liked
her as
her.
an actress, but her character. Like I thought she did great as an actress.
And
But her character.
I'm
Was
going to touch on something kind of questionable.
Okay.
But I feel it needs to be touched on, just because I noticed it. Everybody saw in Force Awakens, right, that Finn likes Rey.
Yes.
Okay, right? So we get to this movie. They both still like each other.
Yep.
But now Finn
They
likes
cut
Rose.
that. They cut that.
Rose likes Finn.
Finn,
He
no,
didn't-
he likes her. At
didn't kiss her back, though.
on the Falcon. On the Falcon,
puts the blanket
he puts
on
the
her.
blanket on her,
He
and
cares
he's
about
standing
her.
in her corner, and Ray looks in there with that face, and she goes, "Okay, that's done."
It's
He
gonna
likes
it's
her.
gonna pull some bullshit like
I think
love triangle stuff.
I think they caved that for reasons we don't need to discuss, right? You know what I'm inferring to?
Diversity.
Yes. Where they were like, okay, they'd feel better if a black guy was with an Asian woman than a black guy with a white woman.
Oh, plus they had to
You
cast.
understand?
They had to cast somebody of diversity, which.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think now they switched it. Now they're pairing her with Poe now.
Yeah.
That look
Yeah,
she
because they
gives.
said
That look
Oh, that's dumb.
That look she gives Poe though.
Yeah,
that's
Poe's
a little
supposed to be
more
gay with
friendly.
Finn.
Yeah, that's dead now too.
No, I actually would like that better. I would like it if Rey's just by herself whatever, and Finn and Poe were gay. Because they actually had, like, I'm dead serious, they actually had a good, like, chemistry together in The Force Awakens.
Yeah, that whole fighter scene was great.
Yes. Like, everything with them in it was fantastic in Force Awakens.
I feel just Disney copped out on that, I think.
They did.
Where I think they were too afraid to do that.
Because, like, the racial undertones and stuff like that.
I don't know about that.
It's so dumb that they have to worry about.
BS.
I don't know about that because then they've been so fucking progressive with certain things to the point where it's almost
then why would they
It's
change
just Star
it?
Wars
That's
where a
the
bunch of
thing with
40-year-old
me,
white
where it's-
dudes like it.
I don't know.
That live in their basement.
This is the same company that made LeFou and Beauty and the Beast gay.
Dude, that was weird.
That was weird, but this is the same company that was like, do that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I don't know.
Dude, that was
think,
a dumb choice. Like, that just didn't make sense.
I don't know. I think more so it's kind of like trying to get like Kylo Ren and Rey together, if anything.
Yeah, but aren't they brother and sister?
I saw some hints at that, but now that he's the main big bad, that's not happening now, I don't think.
No, it's not going to, but they hinted at it.
Why can't they be brother and sister? Can we talk about that? Why?
Because
that's how it's
no,
and it was awesome.
They're Jason Solo and Jane.
Yeah,
They're
yes.
identical. They literally
because
are.
Rey has no parents of consequence. It means that anyone can be a Jedi and strong with the
so
Force.
she's female space Jesus.
Midichlorians are bullshit.
But
That-
why would
that
they?
is what they
Why
said.
would they build that up for 2 years though? If her
Because Ryan
parents-
Johnson is out of his mind.
it's not even Ryan Johnson. It
Abrams
goes
wanted
back
her-
to J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams wanted her to be related to someone.
Yes.
Ryan Johnson was like, no, you can be part of this story no matter who you are.
But that's him just being a dick to everyone that wanted that to happen.
They do say he's a super fan, but then at the same time, like,
He clearly shows he isn't. Because he didn't even watch the shit before it. It's like he didn't even watch episode 7.
Yeah.
He wrote his movie without even seeing episode 7 and said, I guess that works.
you know what this scene
That's what it felt
completely
like.
negates? That one flashback scene in Force Awakens, whenever
Yep.
Rey's left deserted on the planet
Yep.
and reaches up at the ship. What is that now?
They did say in the Aftermath book that Luke was the one that dropped her off. It's legitimate canon that Luke is the one that dropped her off.
Then where is this now?
What, the book?
Like, where
have it
are
on
we
my
with
shelf.
this? No, but like, where are we with this? Because she
I
has
think
no
that was
parents.
misdirection. I'm dead serious. There's a lot of theories I think that was misdirection.
It's canon. It's been confirmed.
What?
Her parents are nobody. The director confirmed it.
Ryan Johnson.
It can be easily made uncanon though.
Yeah,
But J.J. Abrams.
What
in
I'm
the
trying to
next
say is
movie, that's
J.J.
the
Abrams
thing.
could say in the next movie, make Ben Solo say, I was just telling you that because I wanted you to join me. Or have Luke tell her, reveal that. You know your parents are Han and Leia. You know it in your heart.
Watch
And
Force
then,
Awakens,
obviously,
and then watch Last Jedi. There's two clearly very different visions.
Yes.
The problem is, two directors and writers are playing tug of war with a series right now.
Yes, and that's the problem. They never should have gotten Ryan Johnson. I'm sorry.
It should have
He
been
didn't
J.J.
fit this
Abrams. They
movie.
should have paid J.J. Abrams.
Yes.
They should
Just
have
to
given
do
him a blank check
Whatever he wants.
with like 17 zeros and was
Yeah.
just like, hey, write whatever number you think you should get.
Yeah. And make it good. Like, make this movie the true sequel to episode
Because
7 that
then
it should be.
they're going to give it back to J.J. Abrams in episode 9, and he's going to have to pick up the pieces with what he originally started, but pretty much the guy just killed off 90% of what his plot would have been.
Yep.
So now he's like, okay, now I'm basically on cleanup duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I have to try to make this okay with the general public now.
I really believe J.J. Abrams will introduce a final bad guy in the same movie that guy will die, so that Kylo Ren can still get redeemed, because I think that's what J.J. Abrams originally set out to do. He wanted Kylo Ren to be redeemed before Kylo Ren died.
Yep.
So he's going to have to introduce someone even worse than Snoke, and then also kill him off in the same movie.
I have an idea. Plagueis.
There you go.
You could bring him back in a different vessel, because he could technically never die. He just found a new vessel. What if he just found a new vessel and came back as a new form?
That's very hard. It's gonna
That
be
would
so
make
hard,
sense, though.
So it's gonna
Wouldn't
be
it?
so
That would make
difficult.
sense as like a big
But then it
ultimate
gets
bad
complicated for just basic viewers that come in and just be like, oh, who's this Plagueis guy and all that shit. So it's like you need to
I
dumb
know.
it down for normal people.
But even Snoke
then
was that way because no one knew anything about him anyway in this movie.
He is nothing. He is nothing
yeah,
anymore.
he's dead.
Well, that's the thing with
Who
Last,
gives a shit about Snoke?
Last Jedi. The people who have no concept, of, have seen really don't understand much about Star Wars.
They fucking love the movie.
They like it,
yeah,
but for the people that actually follow it
a lot.
religiously, to a degree.
Didn't care for it as much.
They
James.
have very different opinions on it. I think he will go the way of what you said. He will. I don't know if I'm going to say a new villain per se.
Why not
The
Hux?
Knights of Ren will be in.
Why not General Hux?
Yeah, but then at the same time, like
He's not really a threat, though.
He's kind of a fucking
he's not a
joke.
Sith.
They
It's always
killed
Jedi
Luke.
versus Sith.
I know.
They killed that in this movie. Now he's a complete like.
They
bitch
literally
character
pissed
now.
all over his
They
character.
do. They piss.
They're like, he's a redhead. That's funny, right? Like, he's dumb,
They
right?
they literally piss all over
That
his
was
character
dumb.
in this movie. He's done. Nobody will take him seriously again.
I actually thought he did a good job in the movie, too.
Yeah, I thought he added to the.
He did the best he could.
And then
with
they
what he was
got
given,
rid of
same
Phasma
clothes.
too, which I'm like, what are you doing?
No,
Like,
Phasma's
No,
not
she's
dead.
coming back, dude.
Yeah, she's not dead.
There's some bullshit.
No fucking way is she dead.
They can't do that.
Because they
If
showed
you-
her looking at him with her one eye, and
If you don't
she's
see,
coming back.
if you don't see a head come off, she's not dead.
Yep.
If you don't see
Fall down the
dismemberment, that character is not dead.
Boba Fett came back. He's just not in the movies.
Okay, no, that's bullshit.
No, it's canon. He came back. He escaped
Make the
Sarlacc.
main bad guy Boba Fett then.
They should. They just shoot
I just
rockets at people.
really don't know how you save this completely.
You don't.
It's just, and it's like
It's
I
gonna be
said,
almost impossible.
It's like I said off podcast. Episode 5 had a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
It was Chewie and Lando in the Millennium Falcon.
With Leia.
Well, with Leia and Luke above them,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "Don't worry, Luke and Leia, we'll find Han, and when we find him, we'll let you know." It's like that was a cliffhanger of like all cliffhangers. It's
Yeah.
like, oh shit, guys, things are gonna get real now.
Because Luke put his arm around Leia, right? Where they're looking at the viewpoint. He's got like the robot hand.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And then
There's
this
no
one,
Han.
this one, seriously, they could end the series here.
Yeah.
if they
could have
really
ended it
wanted
here,
to.
Which, why would you do that in the middle of the movie? Why would you make it so the whole series could end right now?
Because
They had all these big moments that should have happened in 9.
Yes.
In this movie.
yeah, like
Now it's
Snoke
like,
dying,
what
but
do
then
we-
that would have made it too much like Episode 6.
Yeah.
But it's just at this point,
But
who
they
gives
kinda-
a shit?
They kind of made that mistake with 7, though. They kind of started that with 7, where they made 7 too much like New Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It kind of
man.
But
locks
this
them
did
into
have a
that.
lot of elements.
Here's the
of
thing
5
that
and 6.
after 9 they need to do this absolutely. I never want to see a resistance / rebellion / whatever against First Order / Empire. What I never want to see
I
that
want
shit
the Old
again.
Republic.
That needs to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's
we
not
never, we
happening.
can never see that again. We've
I know
had
it's
fucking
not.
40 years of that. I'm sick of it. We
Why
need
not
to
go in
see
the
something
future
new. We
with,
need
like,
something new.
Luke's
I-
great grandson or something like that. Like,
I
that
want to
shit's
go
cool.
far into the future whenever
Yep.
we've got shit like the Clone Wars going on again.
Yep.
I want the governments back up and running.
Yep.
I want
Have like a political
either
war.
you either
Yes.
go far into the past or far into the future. There's only two
Dude, it's
options.
gonna be future. They've already
Gotta
said they're
do
not going
something.
Old Republic.
Yeah.
At least
That's-
for the movies.
And
For the next
let's
trilogy,
not
they're
even
not
say
going
that
Old Republic.
Brian Johnson's doing the trilogy. Let's not even.
Oh, he is.
That's
They
what I'm
signed
saying.
him
That's what I'm saying.
before this
Let's
movie
not
even
even
came
like
out. Disney
talk about that.
blindly has this blind faith in him.
Maybe
If I'm Disney and I see the fan reaction, I'm worried.
you
I'm
know
like, oh,
that's
God, what did
why
we just
Colin
do?
Trevorrow left 9, right?
But the problem
Is
is,
because
Johnson?
that when she died, Carrie Fisher,
Yeah.
they made him go and try to rewrite it again, and they didn't like it. And then they're like, okay, he's like, okay, well, I'm leaving then if you're making me rewrite this again.
Well,
so
Ryan
he
Johnson
left.
rewrote the script for 8, rewrote the whole thing himself. I'm like, well, that's your fucking problem right there. You let this dude that's never directed a Star Wars movie, never really had any interaction with the Star Wars movie, write a Star Wars movie.
right?
Maybe that's not a good
write
idea.
the middle movie.
Yeah, write the
of a
middle movie
trilogy.
for a trilogy. Maybe that's not a good idea, Disney.
Which really, the middle movie is almost it's the most important, almost
Yes.
to a degree. Like it has to be.
It has all that build up.
Things got
none.
better. Things should have gotten worse.
Yes.
like
That's
with-
the
like
point
in
of
Empire.
the. That's the point of the Empire movie.
The
It
second
gets
should
worse.
always be the pit,
yes,
and then 3's the high point. That's how it
Yeah.
3
always
is the
needs
getting
to
out
be.
of it and overcoming it.
Right.
That's exactly what it should be.
But after this, the Resistance is still alive. The Empire's like main fleet is destroyed. The Supreme Emperor is killed. Kylo Ren is flipping the fuck out.
He's throwing tantrums left and right.
Yeah, in which I don't like the fact. Okay, Kylo Ren as the character, I don't like what he's going towards from a written standpoint.
Yeah.
I understand it, but then at the same time, it doesn't make sense. in that he killed the Supreme Emperor just to try and like be stronger and all that.
Yeah.
At this point in the canon, he thinks he's killed the Supreme Emperor and both of his parents are dead. He doesn't know Leia is still alive.
Right.
Which is the other shitty part of she's not going to be in episode 9, because that has absolutely no like consequences now, that he doesn't know she was never dead.
Because she was supposed to play a huge part in 9.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing it was the redemption,
Yeah.
where she turns him good, and they both go and kill Snoke.
Yeah, that's probably
Snoke's
what
fucking dead.
That's what episode 9 would have been, but now Snoke is dead. There's no main enemy, and unless J.J. Abrams introduces a new one, Ren is going to be the main enemy. The thing I hate now, though, is Ren is scared of Rey.
Yep.
And how powerful she is. Where is your fucking conflict?
Yeah.
If your bad guy is terrified of the power that is your good guy, there's no point.
Right. She's going to automatically win.
It took him an entire
She's a
movie
Mary
to get to be as powerful as her. It took him an entire movie.
Yeah.
An entire movie.
Even after all the training he has.
Exactly.
Makes no sense.
And then they're like, they're even.
I thought he was going to be.
Shit's that?
I thought he was going to be trained this entire movie
Yeah.
by Snoke
I did
separately,
too.
And then he was going to come out in episode 9 as the Sith that we knew he was going to be.
Yeah.
A fucking terrifying
kick
person.
Ass.
He needed to compose himself in this one. If he would have done that, he would have been more formidable than Vader would have been.
Yeah.
But
he can't control his emotions because he's emo.
yeah, and that's what killed Snoke.
Sorry.
And then I love Kylo Ren, but unless J.J. Abrams really mixes things up, it's not going to go well for him.
And it's not even his fault.
No, it's not.
I mean, one of your main leads died, so it's like literally died in real life. So it's like, even without, say Ryan Johnson did a spectacular job with this, it would still be very hard to write 9.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Without her. So, and now
That's
adding
why we
on to
think
this
she
that
should have
Ryan
died
Johnson
in this.
She
fucked
should have been
everything
one to
up.
go instead of Luke.
Yes.
Because you
Luke
could say
should
the last
have
Jedi,
lived.
as in they are the last Jedi. Rey and Luke are. It could be about their story.
Mark
Luke
Hamill,
should
I
have
think,
lived.
will be in 9 in a not as big as a capacity, but he will be.
Oh,
He's
he's
gonna be like
going to be
Obi-Wan, dude.
haunting the fuck out of Kylo. But
Yeah.
what is that going to do for the story? Nothing. It's going to keep him weak, and then Rey's just going to get stronger, come in and kill
I think
him.
Leia was partially supposed to train Rey in 9 because she grabs the saber and she goes, "This is we have everything we need." I think she was going to train Rey.
Okay.
Now they can't do that. She is going to build a new saber because that was Anakin's saber that broke, right?
Yep.
Okay, everyone has a theory on that. She's actually going to create a unique weapon using her staff.
Like a laser staff.
That'd
Yeah.
be bullshit. I don't want
Dude,
that.
that'd be kind of fucking cool.
I don't
Something,
want that.
but
It needs
it's
to be
either
saber.
going to be a...
It needs to. I'm very strict on.
I know.
They've already gone. This guy's already fucked up a lot of the lore. I don't want him to go even farther
Who, JJ?
away from it. No, like that.
Oh,
Johnson and the rest of this
but
shit.
it wouldn't be him. It'd be
But I'm just
JJ.
saying, I don't want them to go that much farther away.
Well, they had laser staffs. The Old Republic had Jedi guards that
Well,
had laser staffs.
it's like the Red Guard in the movie. Like
Yeah.
one of them had like a spear.
Yep.
So I think it's just going to be something along that, or it's going to be a Darth Maul but good guy.
Yeah. That'd be sweet double-bladed blue lightsaber.
I would be for double bladed.
Yeah.
One of the coolest things I saw, she was using it backhand.
It would make sense because she has the staff. It would make
her
sense, right?
preferred hold on the lightsaber was backhand.
It's kind of like Ahsoka.
Yeah, it was exactly like Ahsoka,
Yeah.
but just one. I love
What if
seeing
she's
that.
Ahsoka's daughter?
Okay, well, fuck that.
Ryan Johnson would make it
Her
happen.
parents don't matter. They're nobodies. They're dead in a pit somewhere.
Like Ahsoka.
Oh.
No, I actually really like Ahsoka. I'm just
Isn't
kidding.
Ahsoka still alive?
She,
Technically?
yeah, they
She
said
is.
they said she's still
Yeah,
alive.
she survived all that shit.
What if she comes and trains Rey?
Which that's actually kind of disappointing because
Fuck,
she
that'd be
probably
cool.
should have just died like that.
Yeah.
That fight with her and Vader was amazing, and they kind of cheapened that by making her live.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that,
Oh well.
so thanks. No, I'm gonna watch it eventually.
So overall,
Yeah, so who's gonna train her? Here's the thing, right? Luke's dead.
Luke will train her as a Force ghost.
That's dumb.
That's
No, that's
literally.
dumb.
but
that's
he already
the only
said
thing
he's
I
going to
can
be haunting Kylo.
Yeah, he's gonna be hanging out
So
with
it's
do
like,
two
Kylo.
things at once.
I don't think
He's. Well, what else?
They can
Who's
bring
going to
back
train
Ron
her
Coda
then?
from the expanded universe from the video games. the first
Unless
released
nobody's
video
training
games.
her and she's really in reality training herself.
Fucking Kyle Katarn's gonna come in and save the day.
Oh.
Just like in the Jedi Knight video games. Kyle Katarn is gonna save the day. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, we're trying to be
Kyle Katarn.
we're trying to be canon here.
Kyle Katarn.
You know
It's
what would
canon.
be? You know what would be
Confirmed.
different if Luke trained Kylo, but in senses of the Jedi, not the Sith. So if Kylo was flying off the handle or something, and Luke was like, "You have to compose yourself. You have to handle your emotions and all that." What if he was kind of like training Kylo to go towards the Jedi way, but Kylo was still like just using it for evil, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just
At this point, it's anybody's
gonna be
guess.
rough.
It's going to be.
and since she has no connection to parents, she has no one that is there to train her.
That's what makes me think that was a lie that
I
you
do
told her,
too.
because there's no way you need somebody there.
You can
I honestly
continue her
think he
story
said it
with it
just-
being no one.
I think he said it to her just to make her join him. Because he wants her to feel like she has nothing left so she does join him. So that they can rule together. So why would he not say that?
I heard that the other way is that it was the last hurdle she had to jump over as a Jedi.
Okay.
In that she wanted desperately to have a part in this story. She wanted her parents to be these people that everyone knew the names of.
Yeah.
So that she could be like, so that's who I am.
Like, I'm the born of a legend.
Yes, but whenever she's told, you're nobody in this story, then that's just that is the thing that she never wanted to admit to herself. Like, I am nobody. So it's kind of like that one...
But that's so dumb that she's so powerful in the Force and she's a nobody. They're making it seem like it's all...
That is kind of the big problem everybody has with it.
Because they're making it seem like
because-
it's so random. Which doesn't line up with everything else that's been in every other Star Wars canonical movie.
Unless it's going towards something completely different,
You're right,
where
it
it's
could
just
be.
like anyone could have the Force.
Metachlorians?
No, midichlorians are non-canon at this point. Not after Rey.
Metachlorians? It's over 20,000.
Episode 9 is going to be fucking weird.
Dude, yeah.
It can't be any worse than 8.
I'm gonna go into episode 9 thinking it's gonna be the worst motherfucking movie ever.
Episode
And
8
just be pleasantly surprised, hopefully.
Episode 8 was okay, but it fucked 9 royally.
Yep, it did.
This, if they ended it now, it would be better. But just for the fact that they have to make an entire other movie with
That's the problem.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Plus,
makes it
you
worse.
need to have a final battle between them, Rey and Ren.
Yeah, and
That's
since
to
there's
decide-
no
to decide
there's
everything.
no stronger force to drive the conflict,
Unless they're
just-
brother and sister.
and
I'm just saying, like, the whole sibling thing makes sense.
but then where's the final fight?
I know.
You can't have an episode 9 without lightsabers
Tatooine?
touching. Dude, I'm pissed off enough as is that there were no lightsaber fights in this movie.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
big. That was big.
that's
Like,
actually really
yeah,
good.
I get people saying that the fight with Rey and Kylo Ren against the guards were awesome and all that, but then
It
at the
was.
same time, they were just some guards.
That's why I would have rather have Luke just die
Yeah.
physically on the Salt Planet.
That should have been a fucking fight.
Yeah,
it should have been
Should've
brutal.
an actual fight.
Yep.
I felt
I-
cheated he wasn't there.
I told
me too.
Nate. Okay, my thing with that is they kind of upstaged it in that, oh, Luke is so powerful that he went toe to toe with Kylo without even being there. And yeah, I get it. Luke is really powerful that he can do that. What if he was able to create a physical manifestation using the Force? Fight this battle with Kylo toe to toe, and then it would also go back to being I wasn't there. That was just a manifestation of my Force power. That would have been even better.
I think he pretty much just showed him you couldn't touch me even if I was there, type of thing, because he
He
really
did.
didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
That slow-mo in that fight scene was really cool, though. Where it's ducking underneath the lightsaber. Dude, that was pretty sweet. I'll give them credit. That was really neat to see.
Maybe that's also why maybe it just wasn't believable for Kylo Ren to actually beat Luke, you know?
No, I actually think it would have been the opposite because Luke's so old.
We didn't get to see him
And he
fight.
closed himself
Either
off
way,
from the
we'll never
Force.
know because
We didn't get to see him
we
fight.
never- exactly,
I
we
know.
never got
And
to
that's
see him fight.
again, that's why I'm.
It's like that's why you have stunt
He
actors. I
ended the
get it,
movie
Mark.
before the trilogy is even over. He ended it.
Yeah.
I get it that Mark Hamill isn't the most athletic guy in the room.
Right.
Dude,
but-
he got buff for this.
Yeah, he
Exactly.
did.
But you have stunt actors to do the fights. Okay.
Yeah.
He was
And with the
in good
CGI
shape.
the way it is now, you can make him look like he's doing all that.
Yeah.
Okay. There should have been no excuse why Luke didn't actually even pick up a lightsaber in this movie.
And he had the blue one, which
That-
weirded me out.
that
I thought
was
that
a
was a
red-
big inconsistency.
That was a red flag for me.
Should've had the green.
Maybe that was the mark of this isn't real.
Yep. It was. Because he should have had the green one.
Yeah.
When I saw
he didn't
his
have
beard
a lightsaber
first,
in general.
when he meets
At least not that we
Leia,
know of.
his beard, you can tell, is completely different. It's
Yeah.
not gray.
No,
or
yeah, that's
anything.
right, because his hair's even...
That was
his
the
hair
only thing.
is the same cut
I
that it was
almost
in
caught that.
Return
I
of the Jedi.
Literally almost caught it before it happened, but then I'm like,
I
that's
remember,
stupid.
I
Because that's
remember
how she
thinking to
remembers
myself, he looked younger whenever
Yeah.
he stood against Kylo
Yep.
than he did on the island. I guess those were all the hints of like, hey guys, he's not really there.
Yeah. But how
'Cause
would
it was
we-
even his
How
same
would we
guard.
know that, though? Do you know what I mean? Like, we
Yeah,
wouldn't.
we didn't know he was capable of
Right.
that.
We didn't think they would actually do something like that, in other words.
Yeah,
but they did.
it was our hint that something was off.
Yeah.
Was the fact that he was wearing all
What happened to
Return
the
of the
Green
Jedi
Saber,
outfit.
then?
Well, that's what I was saying. He should have
What
been
the fuck
green
happened to
saber.
the Green Saber's almost as iconic as the blue one.
Yeah.
Or as Anakin's. But... And then they broke Anakin's lightsaber.
Yeah. But now you have two
The
kyber
saber, it's
crystals.
been around since the beginning of time, basically.
But that doesn't make it stronger just because it was Anakin's. It was just a saber.
It's just it's
they don't
something
have
that
it like inherent.
it's something
strength in them.
that's always should have
I
been
know.
there.
Yeah, but then he used Anakin's lightsaber in that fight. Did you notice that? It's that
Because he's
same
a
style.
Skywalker.
I know.
That's what made
Well,
sense
it's just
to
the
me.
style of lightsaber. They have different styles for like different angles.
Which
and
made me
grips
think
and-
that she's a Skywalker because
I
she's
know.
using
I know.
Anakin's saber.
I know. Same here.
You see what we keep making.
It's
They
kind of
give all these hints that like she's related.
it's
she's
kind
either
of
Skywalker or
insulting
Solo. but then
whenever
she's
she
not.
uses the lightsaber
Yeah.
with such proficiency, and it's like, it's not yours. Give it back.
Maybe that's the point of the movie. Is it's not yours. I don't know. And then he broke it.
Yeah.
So it's not hers.
It's neither. It's nobody's.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking crystal
broken.
now. It's just a kyber crystal now.
Maybe that's where they're going with that. Is well, you don't own this lightsaber, so it's broken anyway. Now that you deserved it, Ben or Rey. Dude, what if she finds out her name's like Jaina? I'd fucking walk out of that like theater.
Then why didn't you just call her that from the fucking get-go?
Well, that's my point. Because okay.
'Cause
real
all
quick,
this
fan
promotion-
theory, she got her memory wiped by Luke, which is why she doesn't remember anything about her parents. And he also wiped Han and Leia, so they wouldn't remember her.
But Luke was legit like, who are you?
Wiped himself.
He's like, "Who are you?" He's like,
Plus, he
and
hadn't
she
seen
goes,
her
"I'm
in
from
so
Jakku,"
long.
and he goes,
He wouldn't
"Yeah,
know
that's
what she
pretty
looks
much
like. If he left her there to protect her, he wouldn't know what she looks like if he never saw her again after that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there. Like, wouldn't that solve everything though? If that's what happened, is Luke did it to protect her. That's why he dropped her off on the planet. That's why she can't remember what her parents look like. That's why that's the last thing she remembers is that ship flying away. She doesn't remember who was in it.
I'm also pissed off that line that Luke says, I've seen this power once before.
Yeah,
He says specifically in Ben.
yeah.
I'm pissed off that it's Ben.
It should have been Vader.
Yes.
Yep, I agree.
I think it should have been left open. I think it should have been like, I've seen this power once before. It didn't scare me then. It
Yeah.
scares me now. I don't
Yes.
think we should have found out who it was.
Because he sees the dark side in her.
Well, it should have
Yeah.
been Anakin. Really?
Yeah, and-
Yes,
and
it
what
should
about
have been.
Because Yoda says it.
What about
on Dagobah?
that?
He goes, "You will
But
be
that's all Ryan
afraid."
Johnson misinterpreting stuff.
What about that whole thing though, where like Rey is like, okay, like close your eyes. What do you see? She goes through all this
Yes.
shit, and then she's like, I see a hole. It's pulling me in. It wants to tell me something. And then he like pours water on her and stops her, and he's like, you went straight to the dark side. You didn't even stop.
Yeah.
Where is that gonna go? Because if that's hinting at anything, what if Kylo Ren turns good in Episode 9 and Rey goes bad?
They're not going to do that now.
No, they're not going to do it
They-
because Rey's too good.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
no,
the Mary Sue.
She's really
Bad.
the Luke. The old. She's now Luke.
Yeah, but he
what
drops
Luke
hints
was.
that she's not. That's the problem. Luke, they never dropped those hints.
But
like,
Luke.
oh, you
but
could
if
be
you
bad.
remember about the original trilogy, he was gooder than good. He was the holiest of holy. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
Yeah, but
and
he's-
that's now Rey. She's the ultimate good guy now, basically.
It's just no one's going to teach her not to go to that dark side, so what's to say she's not going to stop from doing it again?
Maybe that's the whole point about letting the Jedi die. Is that they need to be able to harness both the good and the bad
Okay.
in order to become the ultimate protector.
I think by
but
the,
the
end
entire
of 9,
movie was
Rey's
let the
going
Jedi
to
die,
train.
but then they saved the books. The Jedi
Which
are
makes
going to
me
live
think-
on.
Don't die.
Which makes me think she will train new Jedi
Well,
at the end of 9.
That's what Luke was saying. Like, she's going to train new Jedi.
Which you'll see that
Yes.
kid at the end of 8. You'll see him at 9. She will
Yeah.
be training him.
Something like that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But then it's just a matter again of like, she fucking sucks at being a Jedi.
Yeah.
She doesn't know any of the like
Really, she doesn't.
She doesn't know anything.
Try to.
She said the Force is just a floaty thing, and then Luke kind of never.
What was his third lesson?
If
He
she
never
picked
got
that
to
There
that.
was no third lesson.
Because they fought with sticks. That was it. That was
Yeah.
the third lesson.
Or will that be covered later on?
I don't know. Episode 9, maybe? I don't know.
Either way, we got to wait 2 years for the fucking thing.
Who knows what the hell?
Guess
it's
what?
gonna
We
be.
have a Han Solo movie, which
Oh, I can't wait for that disaster.
Here's all I'm going to say about that. Thank God Infinity War's next year. That's the only thing I'm going to say about that.
And Black Panther.
Dude.
Infinity War.
That Black Panther movie was really good.
That
too.
trailer, I could watch that trailer for months.
Somebody
I will watch it.
get this man a shield.
And he's
Yeah.
like, "Fuck you!" I'm like,
was
"I have
good.
a badass beard now."
Oh, by
And
the
then
way, he's
Thanos
gonna die.
punches Iron
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Oh,
Captain
yeah.
America definitely dies.
Thor's going to die too. I'll actually put it out there.
really?
I think Thor's going to die.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See, I picked him to live. He's the only Avenger I picked to live.
I think he's going to die. I think Iron Man will live, but he's
Yeah.
going to be so fucked up he'll never touch fight again.
He'll be paralyzed or something like that.
Or
I
if
think they're
anything,
gonna
he's just
keep
going to be
him
like,
around
I'm
for
going to
Iron
sit
Man
at this
4.
desk. I'm going to sit at this desk, and I will tell all you little Avenger people what to do.
Yeah.
But I will never be another Avenger out in the war.
I think they're keeping him around to do another Iron Man, so he can retire the suit,
Give it to someone
give it
else.
to somebody
Yeah.
else,
Yep.
and then he'll gradually make appearances throughout the rest of his.
I think he'll be
Whatever.
the Nick Fury after this.
He'll show up once in a while.
Well, does that about wrap it up? We're already getting into Marvel.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Okay.
touch on the Fox deal real quick?
We're 42 minutes in. We're kind of...
Take 2 minutes. What
Yeah,
do you
Disney
think of it?
made an offer to acquire 21st Century Fox. I think
It went
good
through.
for fans.
The only thing that it isn't doing is we don't know if the government's going to let it go through because it's such a huge merger.
The antitrust law. That's
Yeah.
It's a monopoly. Yeah, they're afraid it's becoming
Yeah.
a monopoly.
Well,
which
Disney is becoming a monopoly.
It's a monopoly on comic book movies
But they
now.
already have that. They have oligopolies in cable. They have Comcast, Time Warner, and that's it. So
Yeah.
if they allow it in cable, might as well just allow it in movies and stuff too with Disney.
Yeah.
Might as well just accept it for what it is.
I mean, at least
Not good or bad, it
Disney's
just is.
at least Disney is making good movies.
Yeah.
But it is just also a matter of all the Fox movies from now on will be Marvel movies.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be very different, which will mean that it'll saturate the market even more. And after Infinity
get sick of
War,
it.
after Infinity War, I think it's going to fall down
Yeah,
unless
sure.
they do something huge.
that's why they bought the X-Men.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
So they can
because
do
they
more.
didn't have enough properties to continue the train
Right.
Yeah. So
effectively.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this. One of the only two ways they can go to keep the series alive is either bring in all of X-Men and do a Phoenix saga, or bring in the Fantastic Four and do a Galactus saga. Those are the only two enemies they can do from here
Galactus
on
was
out.
the big thing they wanted because
Yep.
that's their next Thanos.
Yeah,
That's
Yep.
the guy they'll build
I
the
agree.
next 10 years towards.
Yep.
So that's why they wanted him. Which I'm like, okay, good. I want to see that. Mm-hmm. I think the first get-together movie they'll do is Avengers versus the X-Men eventually. I think that'll be middle of next decade, maybe.
yeah.
They'll do that, which I want to see that. They did say they aren't going to touch the R-rated Deadpool movies,
Yeah.
which we'll see how long that actually lasts. Because Bob Iger said that. Mm-hmm. Bob Iger's retiring. So
Yeah.
we'll see if that's just his word or it's the company's itself. My other issue, not issue, but I hope they keep their promise on, is they aren't going to touch the movies on Fox's slate that's coming out next year. So you'll still see Deadpool and the last X-Men movie.
All right.
I don't know about that X-Men movie.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think they'll let it happen.
Okay.
Oh, I do too. I just think it's not going to be great.
I don't think so either. I think
think
they
it'll be
ended it with, what was it, Apocalypse?
Yep.
I liked Apocalypse, though. I just
didn't-
think it's
yeah.
25 minutes too long. That's the only thing I
Oh,
think
so
is
like
wrong
Star
with
Wars?
that. Yeah, that was too. Yeah, speaking
That
of
damn
that,
casino
that was
scene sucked.
yeah.
That
they
was
could've cut
my
all that.
least
I
favorite
think
part.
the worst character.
That entire
in that
arc
movie,
didn't need to happen.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, that actually was pretty unnecessary.
waste of-
The I told Nate
It
the
just
only
gave them
thing,
something to do.
the entire casino, DJ, Rose and Finn, all that did was taught Poe a lesson.
Yep. That they could have just told him to his face.
Yeah, that Leia told him later on.
Yep. Those were
So
dumb.
bullshit.
I wasted my time.
Well,
That's another point that Leia should have died. She didn't need to teach him that lesson. He learned it himself.
Yep.
Well, he's going to be the new general now, so...
Yep.
General
Good.
Dave.
I'm glad. Poe was a good character this time around.
Yeah, he was. He was really good.
Yeah, he was an idiot, but it was fucking believable.
Yeah.
He should have been that idiot. He needed to learn a lesson, and he did.
Yep.
What did you
He
think
learned
of
it
them
real good.
dogging that Finn was going to die and then pulling it away at the
Should have
last?
died.
Yeah, he should have died.
That would've made sense.
I was ready for it.
That was garbage.
It makes sense, though, because he sacrifices himself to save the Resistance.
Yes.
He was a trooper. If they would have played up him used to being a trooper more in it, like the entire fight with Phasma, she calls him traitor once and she calls him FN 420 whatever.
Yeah.
If they would have played up more like, I wanted resistant people to not look at him as a hero, but look at him as like, oh, you were a trooper before.
Yeah.
You killed my friends and all that. If all of that would have happened, he should have died there.
Yep.
Should have given his life and been like, I'm not a trooper anymore. I'm part of the Resistance.
Yeah, I'm going to save the Resistance.
Yes.
Yep. For a greater cause.
That would have been, honestly,
Yeah.
more emotional than Luke dying or Leia's almost death.
Yeah.
That was an amazing scene, though, Luke's death. Him just looking at the sun and everything.
Yeah.
Because it calls all the way back to New Hope when
I
he's
was
staring
so
out.
mad.
When he's staring out into the twin suns and everything.
Yeah.
But it made sense, though.
I know it did.
That's
and
one of the
looking
only
back,
things that did
honestly,
make sense.
honestly though, I'm okay with it now. But at the movie theater, I want to throw like my popcorn.
I think Luke's
I was mad.
Luke's story is good.
Yeah.
Seeing it twice, it softened me. I'm okay with it now.
It's good. Luke's story is
I'm fine
good.
with it.
Episode 8 as a whole, not good. Episode 9 is fucked.
Yeah.
Luke's story is good. And I still love Yoda smacking him on the face with the stick, being like, always
Yeah, that
looking
was-
to the
that
horizon,
was awesome.
never looking at who you are. And then at the end, he's still looking at the horizon.
Yeah.
I want him and Yoda to show up at the same, like, as Force Ghost together, and Yoda still, like, rag on him the entire time.
Oh, I'd love
the
it.
stick.
Yeah, just being like, always looking at the horizon.
Because you were looking at it till you died.
Well, I think that about wraps it up. That
Yeah.
was a good one.
Will we see Anakin's Force Ghost?
Yeah.
In 9? He will
I
be in 9.
agree.
I think you'll see him. Oh, I think you'll see them all.
Yep. At the very end, I think you'll see them all.
What if Anakin, while Luke is, kind of messing around with Kylo Ren, what if Anakin trains Rey?
That would be a great idea.
Yep, that'd be interesting.
Hayden Christensen shows up as a Force Ghost going, hey, I'm here to train you, which would be amazing. Because he needs to be relevant, because these
Yeah.
movies are about him and his family.
Yes.
Are they though?
I don't think they are anymore.
That's my point.
Ben's a
Doesn't feel right.
Skywalker.
They
He's more of a
should have
solo.
been.
He's a Skywalker.
That will forever be my
Shit.
biggest problem with these movies. Is it should have always been about his family. If you were going to start it, should have ended like that.
No, I agree, dude.
Luke
For sure.
just shouldn't have died. Not yet.
Yeah.
Should have
Next
died in
movie.
9.
That was the most upsetting thing about it, was Luke did die. He
Yeah.
shouldn't have.
If the last scene of 9 is not Rey at a Jedi temple training Jedi, I'm going to be fucking furious, because that's what it should be.
Well, it probably will be, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is.
That-
She should be on a
that's one of the
Jedi
things.
Master level by the end
Yoda
of
said
9.
to Luke, training isn't about telling them what you need to do. It's telling them what you did wrong and
Yes.
not to do it.
Yes.
That, I'm pretty sure, was the confirmation of Rey will teach people.
Yeah.
Because Luke failed at it, but Rey will learn from that failure.
Yeah.
True.
And he'll probably tell her that lesson in 9.
Yeah.
Don't do what I did.
Yep.
Don't be afraid. Help them. Help the person that you see the dark side.
Yeah. They need led,
Yeah.
not killed.
Yeah. Well, I think that about wraps it up. Thanks
Yeah.
everyone for listening. That's been our spoiler, not so mini pod, 50 minutes of review of The Last Jedi. So thanks everybody, and hope y'all enjoyed the podcast. Bye.
Bye.